Hey guys, so welcome back um, to, of course, another video. And this is the kind of weekly thing where I go over everything that I've been reading and what's been going on. So, um, I don't have my tea yet. I really want to try and make this kind of quick. Um, yeah, sorry about that. Um, uh, so, we'll first start with the Bolt clan or Robert Brent. We have made some considerable progress. I also cleaned off my desk, so that was another big thing for me was I wanted to get that really taken care of. But we're about um, we've now had our second episode. The third one is coming out this week. And we're about 10% of the way done. Um, so we'll kind of see as we go. Um, And of course, as we get closer to the end, I'll take recommendations maybe to see what we read next from back here. Um, we'll take that whenever it comes. I have not made any progress in Little Fires Everywhere, which is kind of sad, but I think I'm just like wrapped up in too many projects. Um, just reading, so that probably won't happen quite as quickly as I hoped. I was hoping to get that finished. Um, Last week for the Book Thief, um, I really wasn't anywhere. Um, this week I am. Find the correct page quick. I think I am at probably about. I'm in. Yeah. So I'm all but 400 pages in. So it's a fairly large majority of it. Um, and for me, it's interesting, especially coming off the heels of um, reading Boy in the Striped Pajamas. This is quite interesting. The biggest thing for me that I find extremely interesting, if you haven't read this yet, um, I do recommend it. It at this point, but that'll be part of the book review video. Um, but let me see if I can get it good and focused. It has like this Lisa, who is our main character, I guess. She's the main character. Depending on where you are, there's a different person. And she's gifted a dictionary, and so we start to see that. Um, I also really enjoy stuff like the animations here. Um, for me, that I don't know it, and it's more like you can see the descriptions really help. You visualize, and then you get the pictures here um, that emphasize further into the descriptions that are given. I really am like, especially once I really started getting into the book, I've been flying through this. Um, so there's not a whole lot left. Um, so there's about 200 pages left or so, give or take. Um, I'm very interested in, I think it's Lisa. Um, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Her family dynamic and stuff like that, for me, that is more believable. Um, for me, I struggled very much with the believability that was um, the boy in the striped pajamas. granted, that was for a different audience than a college level reader. Um, but for me, this is a lot more appreciated by me, and I think it's something like I never read either one of the books, but for me, I love seeing, especially like this also takes place during World War II, so we see the flight of Jews, we see all kinds of things, and it's very much bringing us there. And because of the narrator that we have, um, which I don't want to get into too much because I'm probably going to finish the book this week, which means that then I'm going to come back and basically just go over all of this. There's so many things. Now this is a borrowed book, so I haven't written in it. I've not really made any notes in it, so a lot of it will be from memory, and that's also why I'm trying to run through this. But I like our narrator. I haven't seen any real write ups about it, so I don't know. Um, but yeah. So that's that. And of course, we're doing a review this week on Wednesday for Raw Deal. That's coming out. Um, that might be a bit later than normal just because of the circumstances that will be this week. But I, I don't know. I don't think I have the book that um that was kind of selected, kind of picked for like the laundry, which is the Songs of America thing. That's very interesting. I um it does feel a bit textbooky, um but that's fine. I think um I don't know. I think I kind of enjoy that in some ways. But I'm very happy that I'm not trying to sit down and just read it cover to cover all at once because I don't think I would enjoy it. Um, I'm on page 33 on it. Last week we finished, or I finished, um, the introduction. So now I'm all but done with the first chapter. I think there's seven. If I was smart, I would have brought it over instead of leaving it, but I can't have everything. Um, and it's really gone over, for me, one of the fascinating things is like a lot of early patriotic songs, and many of it I kind of knew, um, like uh, some of it I knew, but a lot of it, it comes from, oh, oh, excuse me, um, a lot of it comes from this place. Sorry, I don't know what is wrong with my nose. It's like itchy. um, it comes from a lot of either British patriotic songs, and so it's like been redrafted. So there's, that part to it. There's also a lot of the part that I'm starting to get out of is it's talking a little bit about Phyllis Wheatley, which I know about. Oh, good heavens! So sorry. I don't know what is my issue. Um, sorry. um, and for me that's fascinating. Some of her lyric and stuff like that. Um, but it's very, for me, it's very appreciated for something like song and lyric um, to review. Now that probably I won't get done until the end of the month. That, if not longer, I don't expect to be done with that until the end of the month, midway through next month. But it is for me very important because I think especially song and poetry and verse is where so much of communication and pleasure and um, even getting down to the basics of protest. that can reside very simply in songs and in things. So I'm very interested to see where this kind of goes, especially the part with Phyllis Wheatley, which is where I'm at. Um, also, um, there's not a whole lot of gains movement when it comes to the name change thing, the legal name change. I know that that's kind of I feel like I want to communicate that with you guys. I probably won't update it every week just because for now, just because of the time, money constraint for me, I don't feel I have the capacity to pay for that. Um, so that's my major thing outside of here that I really want to stay connected with you guys and let you guys know. Um, Other than that, I think everything's going pretty well. Um, Now, for me, what I'm excited about is uh, this book, which I'll be reviewing next week. So this is kind of a spoiler, um, but it is, of course, Virginia Woolf's Miss Dalloway. Loved this. Had a presentation on it, like all kinds of stuff. And I was so excited. I couldn't wait. Um, and so I'm reviewing that currently just to get myself really going. Um, and in some ways, it's kind of sad to see, my stack of books and things over on this side dwindling. Um, but in some ways, it's really exciting. Um, I believe that's everything. Trying to think what else. Oh. So I do have my book tag. I'm preparing that. Um, I might get it done this week. My with work, it's a bit crazy. But that's the aim is to get that recorded this week. That'll probably come out next week. Um, but yeah, um, I really don't want to keep rambling um, too much more. Um, but yeah, so I I really appreciate everybody spending time listening to me talk. I know I release a lot of stuff, and especially with like the Bolt Thief or the Bolt Clan. I looked at the Book Thief. Um, this I appreciate everybody who watches those videos and takes time with me for those. I don't know. It might be something we continue once I finish this book. Um, that I'll either pick another book that a friend gives or recommends, or even just from back here. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody again, and I hope you all are filled with peace, love, and joy.